2020全国冰球锦标赛
The 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship is held between December 1st to December 14th in Tengchong of China's Yunnan province. So this is the only champion of this sport held nationwide. Tengchong Ice and Snow Town is located in the core district of Tengchong, and this is a place with ideal conditions in terms of oxygen and also geological conditions. So the total construction area is 4,600 square meters, and it's using a lot of the top-notch facilities and technologies, and to answer to the call of bringing more than 300 million people to ice and snow sports. So this stadium is featuring a combination of many different ice and snow sports, boasting very complete facilities and different snow rinks and ice rinks. So this place has attracted a lot of professional coaches and players from both at home and abroad. Between December the 2nd and 13th, the National Ice Hockey Championship will be organized here in Tengchong of Yunnan province. Highest snow and ice sport championship is now in Yunnan. The championship has attracted 15 professional teams, including 400 players. A traditionally very powerful team is now fighting an emerging team. 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship is now on the stage. So what you are now seeing is the final of the National Ice Hockey Championships. And before we enter today's game, me, I'm joined with Mr. He. We're gonna bring you a small surprise. And we're gonna give you a recap of some of the best shots that we have had over this championship. We're gonna give you some technical analysis, and I think our audience must be very excited to hear this. So this is the high-end ice hockey championships, and our editors, after yesterday's match, they made up some wonderful clips, and so we're gonna play 4 best shots, and we're using some of the best technologies, and Mr. He is gonna give you a technical analysis to those shots. First one. So this is at the front part of the rink, and the Harbin. The game is between Harbin and Jiamusi, and so this is the Fanner who is approaching to the front part of the rink, and 3 players, they are playing at the middle. You can see the puck is not very well passed, but it was saved by one of the players, so it's now 2-on-2. So this is the lane of the passing, and he could have shot, but he didn't. He passed to the side, and then it was a successful shot. So it's 2-on-1, and this is a fantastic shot. So we have both mature players and also young players. Now take a look at this again. So it's a perfect combination of skills and also techniques. And this is also between Harbin and Jiamusi, and you can take a look at another shot of Harbin. So 2 players, and they are locking on one of the players on the opposite team, but he didn't notice that the forward from the other team has actually surpassed him. So it's 2-on-1 again, and it's a great interception, and you can take a look at the offensive area is actually empty of people. So that is why at the central and right wing there are players coming up and quickly picked up the puck and made the successful shot. So it's a very good cooperation. So it's a fantastic trick. So we're not playing this with any laps in it. You can see that with a very quick turnaround. So this is another match between BSU and CGTN. So BSU is playing against one of the strongest teams in the country, and you can see that we quickly passed the puck to the blue line, and then the other player on the other side made a shot, but didn't make it. And again, Yang Wei-Di intercepted the puck, and then he went to Zhang Zheshen's side, and then it's a turnaround back to Zhang Pengfei. And now the defense line is broken loose, and you can see that the goalkeeper didn't make it to stop the puck. So it's just a perfect cooperation. And you can see that during the shots there was some players standing in front of the goalkeeper, so he couldn't see the ball coming at the door, and so that's how the puck was shot in the door. So this is thanks to not just very good technique but also cooperation, and this victory is very crucial for the team entering the final. And you can see that here at this shot there are 3 players working together to the left, and then to the center again, and then back to the forward. And so they are now standing on one line, and now the shot is made, and so you can see how the shot is pushed to the gate. So thank you very much to He for your introduction, and now we are giving you the final of National Ice Hockey Championship between Harbin and BSU, and everybody is looking forward to this match, and we have been waiting for a very long time. And you can see that the hockey teams, they're not playing for the year 2020. So that's why at the end of the year, China Ice Hockey Association is working together with some clubs and the local government in Yunnan to present such a fantastic match so that we can finally have some game at the end of this year. So now we are gonna kickstart the match. Let me tell you again that you can download BSU Media, which is an app where you can watch this program live, and you can also follow us on Youku and iQIYI, and also on our accounts such as China Great Wall, Multimedia, and our Douyin account, and we are presenting this match live, and this is between Harbin and BSU, and now we're gonna see which team is gonna claim the championship for the 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship. And these two teams, they are at the final, and they have traveled a very arduous journey before entering this final. And these two games, they have worked very hard, adjusting their strategy along the way and adjusting their mood to the very best. And you can recall that during the previous game that the BSU is emerging very quickly from many rounds of matches, and now it's finally fighting Harbin, which is a very mature and very professional team. And BSU is actually a team from Beijing Sports University, and BSU is fighting this final for the first time. And it's the only team from Beijing that has made it this far as such championship. And actually 50 seconds prior to the start of this match, Mr. He, why don't you tell us some of the adjustments on both sides? So for Harbin, it's using a same strategy, and it now has 5 forwards. They're not changing their strategy as compared to the previous match, but BSU, after losing to Harbin, Zhang Rundi is now playing left wing, but different from the previous strategy. Li Shen'an, who is a young player, he got injured from the last game, so he couldn't make it tonight. He's now replaced by Zhu Yunhan, and Zhu Yunhao is playing the position of Li Yunhao and playing forward. And for this match, we have attracted a lot of attention from our overseas audience, so that is why we are giving you this live broadcast, and you can select the language of this game, and I hope you enjoy watching this final match. So you can take a look at Harbin's wearing yellow, and the other team is wearing blue, and the two teams met each other during the pre-finals, and now they are playing the final of the National Ice Hockey Champion. And you can see number 88, Mu Qianyi, Wang Jing, number 14, Zhu Zijian, number 3, and Guan Tianyi, number 91. So Harbin is playing defense. So from this angle, you can see that Harbin very quickly entered the mood faster than the other team. And so they're worrying that if you couldn't get in the mood faster than your opposite, then your opponent, you may end up in a very weakened situation. So that is how the game between the strong teams are played. and according to the previous strategy, when BSU is playing with Chi Har, and it's secured the victory with a adjusted strategy. And right now they have further adjusted their strategy, and so BSU is led by Zhang Gucheng, who is the coach, and they researched into their opponents. Actually, before this game, there is no warm-ups, and there are not very frequent strategic adjustment, and they both knew that they are fighting with the best technique that they could possibly bring to this rink. So we have a replacement from the Harbin team, and Zhang Zesheng is now playing on the rink. So Wang Gang is a little bit nervous. What a golden opportunity missed, and he's now in possession of the puck. This is another round of offense. So number 4 is following very closely and stably, and this is number 4 from the Harbin team. So if we look at the defense, which team do you think is very good? I think both teams are very cautious, and they want to contain the other team, and we can see that the players at the defense line, they are playing very well, and they are not making any mistakes. So this is another round of offense. Fantastic, but he lost his stick. So this is the defense of Chen Zhimeng, and Wang slapped a little bit, and now you can see. See that in Harbin, they are having some substitution. So the puck is now being served. Zhang Hao from the Harbin team is now getting the puck, and you can see that he's followed by one of the opponent players. Zhu Ziyang got the puck. So they fell off on a rank. So what a near miss. So it's a very good position, but not quite successful at the very final stage of the shot. And you can see how cunning the player is. And this is a body feint from the player of BSU, and you can see he's using his smartness. He's not actually passing the ball, and he wanted to actually shoot the puck. So now we can see that there is another substitution from Harbin. So Harbin has completed the substitution. At the blue line is Feng Yukang and He Yuxiang. And this is a fantastic replacement, and because in the last match Han Yuxiang got a shot, so he's very mature and professional, and He Yukang was a substitute player, and he's very good in working together with his teammates. So BSU, Zhu Zhirui, number 72. Zhang Jiaqi and Huang Peng and Zhang Zesheng, and so you can see that number 92 Hou Yang is catching the puck. So this is BSU team 2 fighting against team 1 of Harbin and Gong Qirui. The puck was intercepted. BSU gets the puck, pass it to his teammate. Zhang Jiaqi got the puck, going back to the gate. Zhang Zesen taking the puck, and it was intercepted. It's 1-on-3. So Harbin is in possession of the puck. Wang Xihan, Zhong Hanming. So this is actually Team 3 of Harbin, and it's actually a mixture of Team 1 and Team 3 on the Harbin side. What a mistake just now. So the puck is now given to Jipeng number 14. It was not a successful pass. So Huang Qianyi is still playing on the rink. Huang Qianyi has to play on a ring because with another penalty he's going to be off the rink. So he missed the puck. What a curve pass. Zhou Qinghao. So Harbin is now featuring the Xia Tianxiang combination, and the Xia Tianxiang is also the captain of Harbin, and so this is very fast. Guo Jianing. So as we mentioned, so Guo Jianing is a very aggressive player. So Zhou Hanming got the puck. So this is too aggressive. He's using all his force, and he's fighting against his opponent with his body sides, and so when the other player fall, and you can simply intercept the puck and pass it to your mates. So a lot of turnarounds, and you can see that the two teams are struggling for the puck at the front part of the rink, and you can see that this is getting very violent. So 2-on-1. So let's see which team the penalty goes to. So it goes to Guan Tianyi from the Harbin team. So this is the foul. Both are now sitting at the penalty box, and now both sides have 4 penalty players. So the penalty comes from the same scene just now. Number 91, Guan Tianyi from Harbin, is now on the penalty bench. So still we are having 4-on-4. Both sides, they're having the equal number of players, and there is some technical error with the scoring board. So I think right now is the time for you to download the BSU Media app. So right now the two teams need to make some very serious adjustments. So the clock is still ticking, and this match has been watched also by overseas audience, and you can select your language channel. And if you love ice hockey, and if you want your little children to play ice hockey, and you can stop by watching this program live. And so we have had a lot of communication with the audience out there, and they have a lot of enthusiasm. So Zhang Zesen is now in possession of the puck. So the opponent, the teammate is not in a very good position, and so now it's now changing into offense. So for 4-on-4, there can be a lot of surprises. So all those playing on a rink are very professional players. So Wang Jing and Huang Qianyi is playing a combination, and both teams have very good combinations, and they qualify to play the key players at the national team. And so you can see how they are struggling for possession of the puck. So it was missed. Now Zhu Ziyang has the puck. Pass it to his teammates. Zhang Hao is in possession of the puck. Intercepted. So both teams are changing their combination. And number 10 Huang Peng is now in the screen, and number 11 Zhang Pengfei. Zhu Tianyu number 8. Number 26 Tuni Han. So 5-on-5 again. So this is a combination of your stamina. And so for Harbin team, they think that they have some advantages in physical strength, and so when they feel that they are in a backward situation, they will have to step up physically. And you can see that Zhang Tianhao is actually making a lot of fouls here, so he has to quickly get back to his mood. So now the two teams are changing their combinations. The goalkeeper stopped the puck. So we are now into 10 minutes of this final, and there might be some strategic changes on the rink. So you can see that whoever makes a mistake will lose the puck, and entering the second half of the match, it will be a lot of challenge in terms of physical stamina. So a lot of people are climbing with the wall, and this is why this game is very exciting. Still struggling to get in possession of the puck. Zhang Hao stopped the puck. So 1-on-1. Back to his teammate. So another foul. I think it's Zhang Jiaqi. Zhang Jiaqi 1-on-1 with Guo Ziqi. I think they had a collision on each other. So let's see who goes into the penalty box. So it's Guo Ziqi, number 11 from Harbin. It's getting more interesting. So it's two teams playing with different number of players. So this is now 5-on-4. So yesterday, a lot of the people from Harbin, they are actually watching the game, and you can see today they are fighting a different strategy, and Liu Ziqi is standing firmly in front of the gate. So this is a successful stop, because the puck is shooting right in the center, and it's now stopped by the goalkeeper. He didn't make it in the first try, but he immediately followed up with another stop. And you can see that these two players change their positions frequently in front of the goalkeeper. And right now, Zhang Zesheng is now in possession of the puck, and is working together with his teammate, who is now playing in a center. And now successful pass but later was intercepted by the goalkeeper, and Zhang Zishen is still in possession of the puck. Zhang Pengfei. No man's land, and so I think Harbin needs to make another substitution. And number 11 will be in a penalty box for another 56 seconds. This is Guo Ziqi. So Harbin team's Zhang Tianxiang is now on defense. It's a very speedy block, but he didn't make it. So back to the other team. Zhou Tianyu and Zhang Jiaqi. Two teams are striving for the puck, and we have only 18 seconds left for this round. So before we change this situation, so less than 10 seconds. Wow, it's a successful shot, and it's a curve shot actually by Chen Ziwang. So when the game is only 2 seconds left from the first round, so what a similarity to yesterday's game. So what happened? Fantastic shot. So yesterday, BSU side, we have one team that is pressuring the other team, and they got a shot at the very final seconds, and this is again that they are making a fantastic shot. This is a goal on the side of BSU. So Harbin is now under a lot of pressure, and for the first round we have 8 minutes left, and they should make the best use of this 8 minutes. Lu Tianyi is now blocked. So we had a lot of struggling between the two teams, and but Harbin is not truly playing their best. So you can see there is this very strong feeling of confrontation between the two teams, and you can see number 14 is waiting for the puck. Now he was intercepted out of the crowd, and fantastic. So let's see which player gets the penalty for this time. And it's Zhang Jiaqi again, I think. And Hao is also playing the forward. And he got injured and he couldn't make it to the rink this time. So number 13, Zuo Rencheng, and Zhang Jiaqi, number 16, they are both locked in the penalty box. So on the rink right now it's 4-on-4. So it's 4-on-4 again. So the penalty is interception by the other player. Zhang Zishen. Sorry, it's Huang Peng. He's speedy, and he's now followed by Zhang Tianyi. So the goalkeeper fell off on the ground. What happened? So let's see who is the first one on the other side to make the breakthrough. Liu Tiji. Xiang Xudong and Guan Tianyi, two teams that play very well, and the park has now entered into the possession of the other team, and you can see that this is the 4 players on team 1. So on BSU side, they are changing some of the players of team 1, Zhou Tianyu and Yu Rongdi and Zhang Pengfei. And Huang Qianyi and Yu Rongdi, they are now striving for the puck. Zhang Pengfei is playing a very crucial role today in this match, and you can see how fast he got the puck. So Wang Qianyi is in possession of the puck. He fell on the ground, and the referee blew the whistle again. So this is another foul. You can see how far he's holding his stick. So this is another penalty on the side of Harbin. So we're going to have an uneven situation on the rink, and it will be 5-on-4. So this will be very good for the team of Harbin, and you can see so BSU is playing with the 2 Whisters, but we have 4 very aggressive players, Zhang Hao and number 3 Zhu Zhiyang, and number 24 Xia Tianxiang. And what a great stop, and he stopped the puck with his glove. So this is a very stable stop. So the young player is now tested by this fantastic game, and in the last game he nearly made it. So another foul on the ground, so BSU has to be very careful with your moves, because the Harbin players are very mature, and they are older in terms of age. And so before we start this program today, you saw some of the clips, and so it's Zhang Tianyi, and he was playing a very good position, and he's on the right side of the goalkeeper, and he's fighting to the left hand position of the goalkeeper. So Zhang Zhesheng again. 30 seconds left for this session. Two on two. One last try, please. To the center. The puck was once again stopped by the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper is just in his move, and you can see how well he's playing his post, and he stopped the first shot, and now again he has stopped the second shot. So right now it's 4-on-3. Still have a couple of seconds to go for this session, and so it's a lot easier if you play offense. So Zhou Tianyu is playing the puck with himself, and you can see that right now the puck is now on the other side of the rink. And so in BSU we have very few very aggressive players, and we're still waiting for those who sit in a penalty box to come out on the rink, and they have to play some offense. Xiang Tianxiang. All the players are here. Zhu Rencheng, and so this is combination 1 of the Harbin team. What a near miss. It was stopped by the goalkeeper. Very dangerous, but the passing route is not very well designed. So another stop. So they have to know where the gate is, and they have to be very fast when they make the shot, but they have to be also very precise. To this side, it's a very challenging position and angle, and so 5-on-5 again. Zhang Pengfei is now back on the rink, and Li Zihao is also returning to the rink so that Feng Gang can have some rest on the bench. To the right, it's getting speedy all of a sudden, and Zhang Pengfei is the core of this 5-member team, and we still have 3 minutes 30 seconds for this session. So Harbin is working to its fullest. Zhang Pengfei. So what an interception. So Zhang Hao is now in possession of the puck. Back to this side of the rink. So Kang passed the ball to his own side. So they are changing possessions of the puck, and so Wang Jing is now on the rink. So Harbin is willing to dispatch Team 1 on the rink. So 3-on-2. So Wang Jing is now taking the. Wang Jing is now making the shot, and it's a near miss. Getting back the possession of the puck. Very good. Back to Zhou Tianyu on the left wing. Let's see how this round plays. So he got rid of his opponent players, and he's in very good mood. Playing with very good efficiency. This is just too fast, and you can't even follow the puck, and you see the puck is changing possession very frequently, and this is a fantastic pass. So this is the final of the National Ice Hockey Champion, and this is the first round. You can see how exciting the game is. I'm very curious when the first round finishes. What are the figures looking like? And so it's a lot of striving for the puck. Now Zhang Tianyu. So he didn't stop the ball very well. Now it's a dead puck. But he thought he touched the puck. So we still have 1 minute and 21 seconds to go before the first round ends. So Zhang Tianyu is now in possession of the puck again. So now they are striving for the puck. Yang Tianqing and Zhu Ziyang, they are behind these two players. So this is a off position. This is an offside, and I was thinking maybe I missed something, but I didn't. So this is a offside. I think so far all the credit goes to the goalkeeper, and I think let's hold it. Let's hold it until we enter in the second round. Wang Jing. So Wang Jing on the Harbin side is in his best state. One minute and 6 seconds to go. And the Harbin team is having another substitution, and the past half minute has been very chaotic. Back to the goalkeeper. So this is the side of Harbin, and so they need to play offense. Both sides, they need to play offense. And so you can see how speedy the players of Harbin is. So BSU is lagging a little bit behind in terms of technical details, and that's how they got the 2 fouls. They're not to the very precise position of their details in terms of movement, and that's how they got the 2 fouls today. "30 seconds to go before we call the end of the first round." Alfon now controls the puck, but he didn't make it with the pass. So both sides are very precautious, and the Harbin is not in a rush to play offense. Zhu Zirui, Zhou back. Alright, this is the first round, and we don't give anybody any compliments, and when this round finishes, the score on the rink is 0-1. So BSU is leading by 1 point.
各位好，我是金泽源，在云南腾冲向你问好。我现在所在的位置呢，就是腾冲的和顺古镇。为什么会叫做和顺古
Hi,
镇
I'm
呢？
Jin Zeyuan. I'm saying hello from Tengchong of Yunnan province, and I'm right now at the Heshun Old Town. So why this is called Heshun Old Town? Well, this is named after the river, and so in the ancient times, and this is also called the Heshun River. Later, this gorgeous gate was constructed, and this is how the ancient town got its name. And now I'm gonna bring you on a tour in this ancient town.
哇，哎，跟大家说，看到这个东西没有？我跟大家讲一下，这个东西呢就是豆腐干，然后他们炸完之后，然后晒干，晒干之后
Can you
做炒
see
菜啊、
this?
炖汤啊什么的。
So this is a crispy tofu, and when it is dried, it can be used to cook a dish.
哦，就这个。哦，这个地方已经用了很久了。
So this is what the locals use to do laundry. You just need to beat the clothing. And this one is broken, and it shows that it has been used for a very long time.
的丈夫为了给妻子，就是有一个可以遮风挡雨、洗衣服的地方，建的地儿。
In the past, the laundry pavilion is a place that the husband builds for his wife. 我现在所在的位置呢，就是中国第一乡村图书馆和顺图书馆了。这座图书馆呢，始建于1928年。 So where I am right now is the Hershun Library, one of the first of its kind in China. It was first built in 1928. And during China's war against Japanese aggression, it was used as a military command center. And to this day, this is a place where people read newspapers and books. And the locals in the past, when their children are herding cows in the wild, and they just come to this place to enjoy a moment of tranquility.
和顺古镇有大大小小非常多的古民居去做民宿，有的年纪非常大了，几百年的历史，有的呢才是刚刚起步。
In Hershun ancient town, we have a lot of old-style residence houses, and some have history of hundreds of years, but some are fresh new. And this one was previously owned by Li Yuan from the Republic of China period.
艾思奇原名李生轩，他的笔名来由大概是因为他曾经看过的一部叫做《爱斯基摩人》的外国电影，于是便将自己的笔名取作了这样。
He changed his name because he watched a movie of the old Eskimos. So he wanted to encourage himself to engage in thinking. He's the first figure to bring philosophy to the general public. He taught the general public about philosophy. And so this has encouraged a lot of the youth to engage in revolution and to move to Yunnan.
其实说起古时候的陆上丝绸之路啊，它因为地理位置的走向不同，会被划分为南方丝绸之路和北方丝绸之路。
Talking about the ancient Silk Road, it was actually featuring the Silk Road in the north and also in the south. According to ancient documentary, The Silk Road in the south is hundreds of years earlier than that in the north, and it has traveled the cities of Delhi and Tengchong and then to India and also to Pakistan, and it's the earliest route of trade in Chinese history. So here in this place of the Yunnan, you can still feel or even hear the horse bell from hundreds of years ago, and this is also known as the home of emeralds. People in Tengchong for generations have been making a fortune outside, and they're relying on horse and other animals to bring outside their specialties and their products.
在中缅贸易史上，翡翠是一个特殊的商品。缅甸翡翠从它的开采、加工到运输。
So, in the history of China-Myanmar trade, emerald is a special product. The emerald from Myanmar is transported to China, where Tengchong played a very important role.
昔日繁华百宝街，雄桑巨贾携货来。经历了几千年至明清期间，这里已经成为了全国乃至
The ancient gemstone street, after hundreds of years and even thousands of years, it has already become a place that gathers a lot of merchants. The Silk Road in China's south has transformed Tengchong into a hub of political, economic, and cultural ties. And it reminds me of why Xu Xiake, an ancient geologist, has named this city the #1 under heaven along Chinese border. So what you're watching right now is the final of China Ice Hockey Championship. Hello from Tengchong, China's Yunnan province. We'll be interpreting this match live from Tengchong, and you can also follow us on CGTN, on our Kuaishou and Douyin account. You can also download the BSU app to watch this program live. I'm Jinzheng Yuan, joined by He Guan, who will be interpreting and explaining this game to all of you. Hello to all of you. We have already completed the first round of this match. Now we're going to kickstart the second round. So during at the 11 minutes 40 seconds, we had a goal from the BSU, and it was 2 seconds before the ending of that session, and so the game is now ending at 0-1 with BSU taking the lead. So we're gonna start the second round, and I hope that Harbin can quickly catch up, and let's come to this situation of tie, so that both sides will be playing under a lot of stress and pressure. And you can see that on the right side of the gate there are some technical errors. The two assistant referees handle the situation, and now let's tell you that Zhu Tianyu was born in 1997. He grew up in Harbin, getting trained there, and then he was the member of the Hope team, and he later went to Beijing. He was making every move along his career. Then he was a member of the Beijing youth team, and now he's a professional player. So he's at the best time of his life, and he's in very good state. So before we start the second round, I can tell you that there are a lot of audience here. You can hear the roar of the audience, and they are cheering up the players on both teams, on both sides. So this is a fantastic match. So this is also a preparation for the upcoming 2022 Olympic Winter Games. The audience, they are very well behaved. They are cheering up for both teams. So this is a try on the right wing, but didn't succeed. So this is a offside. So Harbin is now having a substitution. Number 7 is being replaced by number 77. So Harbin is actually using Team 1 of its portfolio. It has a lot of trust over the past few days on Team 1. And BS1 is using its second team, Team 2. So this is getting very fierce, and BSU is now in possession of the puck. So back to the Hoister. The Hoister is playing very well, and it has made no mistakes in terms of defense and passing the puck. And in the first round, the Harbin team, they want to best leverage their physical advantage. You can see how violent the collision was. And so only in North America can you see so violent situations. And you can see having this quarrel. This is between He Yiyang and Wang Jing. And this is getting tense. So, Mr. He, so we now have again this 4-on-4 situation like we saw in the first round. So starting from the middle of the first round, we have seen an uneven situation on the rink. It's 5-on-4 or 3-on-4. So the teams, they're not having the same number of players because the fouls that they make, and players, a lot of players are now sitting in the penalty box. And we can expect a lot of such situation going forward in this match. If you're lagging behind, so Harbin has to leverage their physical advantage to just give a lot of pressure to their opponent. And this is, in general, a very good strategy. And they were playing like this in the first round, and now they're continuing with this strategy. Again, another shot, and it was stopped by the goalkeeper. and he's kind of in a rush, and it's 4-on-4, and you have to be very precise in terms of your movement. So another foul at the corner of the rink. I think the penalty goes to BSU. So this is Lu Yingdi. So this is getting very fierce, and this is only the second, the 20 seconds in a second minutes, and it's so fierce, and this is rarely seen in any match. So this player, he's actually very well behaved, and in general he wouldn't go this violent, and because he's the captain of the team, and so he's carrying these titles, but still he's behaving extraordinarily violent in this very fierce match. So he's the captain, and he has to well behave himself. So again, we have a uneven situation on the rink. I think it's 4-on-3. So one of the team is now being ushered off the rink, and he is number 3, Zhang Hao from Harbin team. So now again 4-on-3. So it's kind of chaotic. So Harbin has had 6 substitutions, and now let's see who gets the puck. Huang Qianyi, and so now Harbin is having an advantage in terms of team size, and I think they can't lose this situation, and now we can see if they can best leverage this very golden opportunity. So Zhu Tianyang is very fast, and playing now at the... Wow, what a miss. He missed the puck. Now Tian is very fast. He got the puck, and Zhang Pengfei didn't catch the ball. So 4-on-2 here. Fantastic stop. And Pan Yuhang wants to give this a very speedy shot or snapshot, and so he lost again. So Wang Gang is in his best mood, and he was transferred from the core player of Team 2 to now Team 1. So Wang Gang is a crucial player today. Wow, amazing. So this is Ge Shixiong, the goalkeeper. Fantastic. So Harbin has to change the team setting, and so Xiang Xudong, number 11, is now ready to go on the rink, and Zhang Hao was now sitting in the penalty box, and so hold your position very well. 2 minutes already. It's another stop by the goalkeeper. Fantastic, and so Zhang Hao made 2 shots, but both were stopped by the goalkeeper. So it's 5-on-4. So the 2 penalty players are now back on the rink, and Zhang Hao is a very professional player. He's collected a lot of raw from the audience. Zhang Hao is rated as the MVP in previous games, and he was very excited. He got some prize, so today he's serving as the captain, and so now this is Wang Jing and Zhu Rencheng who are striving for the puck. So we had only a very limited time window for one team to lead the advantage. So the referee gave us a gesture that it was not a shot. So let's see what Ge Shixiong was fighting here. So turn around. So it's a very small angle of shots, and a lot of push shots, but it was stopped by the goalkeeper, and a lot of physical collisions. So this is 4 players getting crowded in front of the goalkeeper, and we don't have a recap of this scene. So Yun Rongdi is 5 seconds away from getting out of the penalty box. So from this angle, you can see clearly how fierce the situation was, and it was not a shot. So Chen Zhimeng was making the shot, but he didn't succeed. So the goalkeeper did his job very well, very stable. So 4-on-5 playing defense for 5 seconds. So Zhang Zesen back to the other side. Huang Peng 1-on-1 striving for the puck. Ho Yiyang got the interception, but he wasn't very well passed by his teammates. Back to the other side. Li Zihao. Another offense, but it was a offside. Too much nerves here, maybe. So Zhang Jiaqi is in possession of the puck. Pressing at the blue line, intercepted by Zhang Zihao. Near miss. So Zhang Hao is just ferocious, and he's at his 30s, but he's still very young on a rank. So Zhang Hao is the champion player at Harbin team, and he has been leading the Harbin team on national championships for more than 10 years. So another foul by BSU. Huang Jieyi. Fantastic. So this is another snapshot, but the goalkeeper stopped this shot. So BSU is having a fantastic goalkeeper for tonight's game. So number 16 Zhang Jiaqi from BSU is now sitting inside the penalty box. Zhang Rongqi, Zuo Tianyu, Yong Rongqi, and they're now playing with Wang Gang. So this is another uneven situation on a rink. So it's not a good thing for BSU, because the other team, Harbin, is under a lot of adjustments, and once they make some breakthrough, they will score some goals. And I think that Harbin is trying its very best to overturn the situation. And you can see this is Xiang Xudong, number 3. Zhu Qiang is now sitting on the bench, ready to go on the rink. So number 74 playing in the center. And Ji Peng. So they're not using a team number 1, and this is Wang Gang replacing Chen Yuyang. And Zhang Zesen is ready to play again, and Zhang Hao is in possession of the puck again. Fantastic. Intercepted. So now the defense area is empty. Hold your position very well. Don't rush. Take it nice and slow. So this is the second round. A lot of nerves, a lot of stress. Another shot, but it was stopped by the hoisters as well as the goalkeeper. They're still trying to make the shots. Let's see how this round goes. Back to the blue line. Past the buck. To the wing. Stopped again. So BSU is playing very fierce defense. So we have to look how Zhang Hao plays. So it's a little bit higher than a gate. Fantastic Hou Yang. To the side. Wow, what a collision. Where is the puck? They had a collision and then the puck went missing. So this is Hou Yang lying on the ground. So what happened when Hou Yang fell on the ground? So Hou Yang got the puck from his own gates and then he changed his lane and rushed to the gate. Well, he was not stopped by anyone. He just had a collision with the goalkeeper and the gate. So he was not intercepted or blocked by the defense player on the other side. So he was simply being too fast. He wanted to make a snapshot, but he had a collision with the goalkeeper. So he was too fast that he couldn't control his position and he fell on the ground. And so Hou Yang had a collision with the wall. And let's see if he can still play. So, wow, the puck actually was too high, a lot higher than the gate. So it's a pity that the puck was missed. So now we have to readjust the gate. So he's all right. So he just needs to take a rest back on the bench. We can maybe zoom in and see his facial expressions. He's in good state. So this is Hou Yang, number 92. So the referees are handling the gate, and so our audience, you're welcome to download BSU Media app. So to watch this program live, and we are giving you this explanation on site in Chinese, but we also have English interpretation of this instruction, and you can choose your own channel. And so BSU Media is working to its fullest to cover this match, and BSU Media is now traveling into Tengchong of Yunnan province to give you a live coverage of this program. So no one is getting the penalty, and so this is Team 1 of BSU is fighting on a rink, and now the defense line of Team 1 is adjusted. Is Zhang Pengfei with one of his teammates. So at the forward we have Zhuo Tianyu and Ye Ludi. So now the puck comes to the center of the rink. So this is Team 1 against Team 1 from Harbin and BSU. So let's see who gets the puck. For Kang, Zhou Dongcheng and Zhong Hanping got the puck. To the back of the rink. So Zhuo Tianyu is making a lot of interruptions and fantastic. So it's a goal on the side of Harbin. Incredible. This is just amazing, and this is one player taking the puck to the other part of the rink, and this is by Zhong Hanming. So this is the hoister of the Harbin team. He's very tall, and he got from the right wing to the left wing, and with very tiny angles he suddenly made a snapshot. and he did it. And it's Zhong Hanming, number 6 from the Harbin's team, and this is his second shots. So now the score on the rink is 1-1. So this is fantastic. So BSU has been playing very stable today, and it has already exerted a lot of pressure to the Harbin team. So Harbin team is playing under a lot of pressure, but Zhong Hanming saved the situation by making a very speedy snapshot. This is a very important goal. Sheng Ziqiang. Zhang Hao got the puck. Zhang Hao is in possession of the puck. Passed to his mate. So Guan Tianyi missed the puck. So you can see their morale has been significantly increased. So this is another player. So in recent years, Harbin has overturned the situation against Qiqihar, and they have become the key team in China's ice hockey landscape. And tonight they want to reclaim the championship. So this is such a fierce competition, and they were lagging behind by 1 point, and after overturning the situation now to a tie, and let's see how they play in the next few minutes. So fantastic, and one of the players lost his stick. So Wang Jing playing solo here. And so this is Team 3 of BSU playing against Team 1 of Harbin, and Zhong Hanming missed the puck. So Zuo Tianyu and Zhu Yunhan to the right. So Team 1 is now playing on the rink. So he missed this puck. So it's attested to what I said, and so this is getting fierce because we had a tie and 1-1. So what do you have to say for the game going forward? Well, I think we will have another goal before this round finishes, and the two teams are playing very fiercely, and you can see a lot of back and forth between the two teams, and the snapshots from Harbin was just fantastic. And the goalkeeper wasn't quite guarding against these snapshots, and he managed to leave some loophole, and from there they got a shot. So Wang Qing, very active on the rink. To the up left. So a lot of very good night skills, and Fu Erkan is now making the perfect passing, and so holding the puck at the blue line, but field. Back to the blue team. It's not a dead puck. Fantastic. This is the central wing, and a lot of rush here, but it could be a lot better when they hold the rush and play stable. And Zhang Hao, fantastic. Zhu Zhiyang blocked the puck. Guan Tianyi. So Harbin is playing very well in terms of possession of the puck. Now it was intercepted. So the goalkeeper got it very well. So Zhang Hao is almost flying back and forth on his rink. So he has had a lot of training. He's with some injury. He got some rest off from the intensive training, and right now he's back to the team, and he's the center of spotlight on the Harbin team. And so when he got the ball, got the goal, so you can hear the roar of the audience. And he's a lot older than those players, but he's even faster. So maybe we can have some interview with him after this game. Fantastic. The whistle is not blown because from his position he could not see that. He could see what happened between the players. One-on-one. Oh my god, this is a mistake from the hoisters. So a lot of tanks on the ring. Guan Tianyi in possession of the puck. So BSU is changing its team right now. Intercepted by Zhang Hao. So Harbin is slowly changing the pace, and it's holding the possession of the puck. So what a fantastic pass, but it was not connected by the teammates. So this is a very fierce competition, and now if I'm going to predict, if you can have 3 goals, you will secure the victory. And if you have 2 goals, you won't even make it. And so that's my guess. So Mr. He just made a guess, and he said that whoever gets 3 goals will be the winner tonight. For Kang. Wang Jing missed the puck, so changing teams. And this is a fake shot, but it was intercepted. Lu Yunhan holding the puck very well, and he was not cooperated by his teammates, and the puck was hooked outside. Another shot, but not successful. So Zhu Yunhan is playing very active. So he's a very young player. He was born in 2001. He's right now studying at a university, and he once played at the China Youth League. Zhu Ziyang striving for the ball with Hou Yuyang. Another snapshot, but was intercepted. So a lot of short passes, not holding the puck very well. So Zhang Hao is trying to get the puck. So this is a field pass. Changing teams again. So Xiang Xudong and Ji Peng and Fu Erkang. So I don't know how they changed the team, but it's very frequent. So this is Zhu Erteng trying to catch the puck. The referee blow the whistle. So this is Zhu Enteng, who was not on this team, and you can see Xiang Xidong. So this is a lot of adjustment, and Zhang Hao is not on the ring right now. So fantastic! What a golden opportunity, but he missed it. So Liu Zihao was very coherent, but he's very easy to be predicted, and you can see how conspicuous the positions are, and just very easy to predict his moves. Ying Rudi and Wang Qianyi trying to strive for the puck. Back to the corner. A lot of speed here. So the teams have adjusted again, and Wang Jing and Guan Jieyi is now on this team. This is in front of the gate. Fantastic. Whoa. Back to the other side. What a great goalkeeper. And this is maintaining very good pace, and you can see how the goalkeeper is doing his job. Very stable. Zhu Ziyang and Hou Yiyang striving for the puck. Hou Yiyang in possession of the puck. There's a lot of tense right now in the game. We have a little bit over 4 minutes before this round finishes. Wow. There's no foul, but the game now continues. And Zhu Han in number 6. Oh my god, this is pretty dangerous. Everybody's playing to the fullest, and the referee said no problem, we can continue. Well, now he blows the whistle. So this is just too fierce, and they're just using their bodies to fight to the fullest. So there is no rules. There seems to be no rules, and so Zhang Tianqiang may seem a very gentle player, but look at now, he's just too active. And if you don't look at the number on their suit, you may think this is Zhang Tianxiang, but this is not. A sudden turnaround. So, well, this is a lot of threat to the gatekeeper from BSU, because the BSU gatekeeper is not very experienced, and that's actually how he lost the goal just now. So Zuo Yiteng got the puck. So both teams are keeping very good momentum. What a great mistake, but the opportunity was not caught. Fantastic. So there's no chance here. Another mistake. Fantastic. Wow. So the gatekeeper stopped the puck again. So he's 34 years old. Fantastic. So you can see that the Hoisters are giving the best support to their forwards, but the opportunity was missed to the back of the gate. Why are they playing in such a rush? And they just need to play back and forth and make it nice and slow, and then there might be some chances. So this is another dead puck, and I think the Harbin should truly slow down a little bit because they're getting very exhausted. So this is the mistake of BSU. So Huang Tianyi got the puck. He wanted to pass to his mate. So this is the mistake from the other team, and BSU got the shots on the pole of the gate. So right now on the rink, we have a lot of audience. So Tengchong, this is the TD Ice and Snow Center, and it will sell going forward. So the goalkeeper got the ball again. Fantastic. And this is Zhang Hao. And Zhang Hao is in some rush today, and he's the captain of the team. So in the last game, we were saying that maybe he could play a little bit nice and slow. And he's the old player. He has a lot of experience, but he's playing very active today. He's just fierce and ferocious today. And 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go before the second round finishes. And as you guessed, there might be another goal before this round finishes. And we have only 2 minutes left. Both sides are making more mistakes. So amongst Chinese teams, you rarely see such fantastic game, and there is a lot of mistakes. And this is only normal because this is the final of the National Ice Hockey Championship. Beautiful. 左任成. Fantastic. It's another goal. So by the center, and we thought he was passing the ball, but he's actually making the shots. Fantastic. So I guessed right, and there is another goal, and this is a immature goalkeeper, and I said that there's a lot of threats he faces when there is a turnaround, sudden turnaround and snapshots. So right now it's 2-1 on the rink, and we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left for this round. Fantastic. This is just amazing. This is 2-1, and this is a fantastic shot. So he cheated the gatekeeper. He suddenly had a snapshot, and there is no one predicting that a shot could be made from that far. Well, this is getting very interesting, and He was saying that maybe one of the teams can secure 3 points, and if you have 2 points leading, and it's not guaranteed. So if Harbin can make another point, and they can clinch the victory, and I think this is gonna get very interesting. And we have 1 minute left for this round, and the Harbin is very active. So now we are getting to the third round. So we had 2 mistakes, and these 2 mistakes are very much related to the experience of the gatekeepers. But on the other side, Zhuo Siquan, he's doing very well. He's the gatekeeper on the other side, and he stopped. So this is the shot just now, and it was not very high, and we nearly had a offside. Fantastic, and this is what a snapshot. So 30 seconds for this session. So we're holding our breath. turn around from the back. Very fast. Missed. So this is the second round. Two to 1 with Harbin leading. So let's have a break of 15 minutes before the next round. So for the second round, we have a score of 2 to 1 with Harbin leading by 1 point. Welcome to the class of ice hockey, and we have an instructor, Wang Lino. So it's one. A lot of the parents, they want their kids to play professional ice hockey. So when we select a good player, we look at the height of the person and also the stamina of the person. But if we select ice hockey players, are there any standards and criteria? So I think for ice hockey, it's a game originated from North America and Europe. So a lot of the good players come from Europe, and one of the features of this game is that I think you have to have body weights and height. But my personal understanding is that so a lot of the Asian players are very skinny, and so when we select players, we're gonna look at the height of your parents and what is the bone age of the player. And at the very young age, we have a lot of tests, and we also ask you whether your parents have played some sports. Are you gifted in terms of athletics? And we also test your lung capacity. So those are the key areas that we look at. But the most important is that for any sports game, there is no suitability or fitness, so the notion doesn't apply. And the most important criteria is to say whether you like the game, and also very importantly, are you able to get fully engaged in this? Are you hardworking? Are you diligent? Are you able to work even harder than all the other players? So for ice hockey, even if you are not a professional player, and it can help you grow better. And so does this game train your coordination and also your speed? Well, definitely, because ice hockey contains a lot of movements, and it tests your physical strength to its fullest. You have to be you have to have strength, speed, agility, and quick response. So those are the criteria that we look at. And when you play ice hockey, you play some capacity of ping pong and badminton, and some of the skills used from volleyball and maybe even football and basketball. So it's a combination of many different skills. So ice hockey can help you grow your brain and coordination, and so it can significantly improve your physical qualification, and it will maybe help you grow a little bit height. And so if your parents, they are very high, and if you play hockey, you will be above average with your height. So from ice hockey, we can see that it has a lot of requirements physically, and you need to be very strong on the rink, and also you need to have a lot of skills in skating, and it's not just running, and you need to be skating very well, you need to balance very well, and also it's in ice hockey, it's a team play, so you have to have this teamwork spirit. And also, when we cultivate a fantastic player, we need to have skating skill and strength, and also physics. So how do you understand this combination? So before 12 years old, you don't need to do a lot of strength training. You just need to do a lot of core practices. For example, are you training your muscle? Are you having very good lung capacity? And after reaching 12, you will have to train some physical conditions, and you need to cultivate your strength, but you don't need to go too far on that. And with the passage of your age, you will have to balance 50-50 on body strength and also body balance. So the younger you start, the easier it is. At the very beginning, you just need to train skating, and this is just like driving. And if you lay your hand on the wheel every day, you will become a very good driver. So the same goes to ice hockey, and with the passage of time, with the number of hours that you put on this, you will eventually increase in terms of coordination, balance, body strength, and also teamwork. Thank you very much, Lino. So what are the takeaways from this brief dialogue? So number one, so when we select young players, there is no rigid standards. You don't necessarily need to be very high. You can be short, but as long as you are agile, you can be very successful in ice hockey. And so even if you don't become professional player, it can help you physically. And as Lino has mentioned, it looks at a lot of details: your body strength, your coordination, your teamwork spirit. So there are a lot of the areas that we look at. Even if you don't end up becoming a professional player, it will benefit you a lot from many different aspects. All right, stay tuned, and we'll give you more knowledge in our next lecture. Bye-bye.
2020全国冰球锦标赛
2020 China National Ice Hockey Championship will be presented in Tengchong of China's Yunnan province between December the 2nd and December 13th. So this is the only National Ice Hockey Championship organized in a border town in China.
Tengchong
基地 Scientists Ice and Snow Town is located in Tengchong's core district. And this is boasting a lot of geological conditions. The place is committed to cultivating the best ice hockey players in the country. It has a total construction area of 4,600 square meters. Aligning with the national strategy of bringing 300 million people to ice and snow sports, the stadium features a lot of stadiums and facilities, and it has a ice and snow village. And right now, the Tengchong Ice and Snow Center has a lot of facilities. It has an indoor stadium for ice hockey. It also has very well-designed security design and leading coach teams, which is able to work together with some of the leading teams in the country. Between December 2nd to 13th of 2020, let's get together in Tengchong for the 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship. So this is the winner of 2020. At a time when China's National Ice Hockey Championship is presented in Yunnan province, attracting 15 teams and 400 players of ice hockey. We have a final match between a traditionally very strong team and a young emerging team. 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship between December 2nd and 13th is now on the stage. Welcome back to the final of the 2020 National Ice Hockey Championship. So you're welcome to follow us on Xinhua News Agency, on Xinhua, on Youku, on iQIYI, on Great Wall New Media, on our Kuaishou and TikTok accounts. and we are also attracting a lot of overseas audience. And you are welcome to log on to the BSU app to select the English channel. And I'm an instructor. I'm joined by He Huan, who is a very professional instructor on this. So this is getting very exciting, and truly this is a lot of tense and excitement on the rink. We have a lot of uncertainties going forward when they are having the break. I talked with a lot of bodies, and they have one observation, and this is very beautiful a match, because for years we haven't seen such a fantastic high-level match. For a long time we have had matches consist of foreign players, but this is the first time that we have such a high-level game played by all Chinese, and this is the third round of this match. So no matter which team wins, I would like to say that all these players are very excellent players. So in the second round, Harbin team, which was lagging behind, scored 2 points, and they made 2 fantastic shots. And BSU got a point in the first round before one session was about to finish. And it's always good to have a goal, but when you got a goal at a very tense moment, and it's very exciting, and you can see a lot of the audience, they're just standing by the rink to watch very closely of this match. So no one is getting the puck, and you can see this is a even situation on the rink in terms of the number of players playing. So Zhang Hao is working together with his teammates. Zhang Hao is heading the Harbin team as the captain. Zhang Hao got the puck again. So in the third round, we can expect a lot of physical confrontations. And both sides wants to gain some leverage with their physical strength. So the puck was not controlled. It's back to the center of the rink. Zhang Tianyi back to his teammates. So they have adjusted a little bit. Now they are focusing a lot on the possession of the puck. So Wang Jing, they didn't got the puck. There were a lot of hesitations actually. So today, most of the players from the two teams, they have participated in the intense training of the national ice hockey team. For a very long time, they had no match to play, but they managed to keep very good momentum. They are in very good state physically, and it's such an amazing job for them to maintain such good momentum after 5 lengthy days of matches. And this is closely related to the intensive training, and this is also related to their luck. And if they had a lot of matches to play this year, they would be in much better shape. So back to the front part of the gate. What a miss. What a miss. Fantastic, stopped by the goalkeeper. BSU, Chen Zimeng to the corner. So Zhang Pengfei is in possession of the puck. Good opportunity. So it's getting chaotic in front of the gate. So Zhang Pengfei is now skating, holding the puck at the blue line, giving a lot of stretch to the front part of the gate, and he had two snapshots. So from this angle, let me make a lot of guesses. So this is the two teams at the final, and so from what we now see, and there is a lot of gap between the Qi Hao team. So this is another snapshot. Fantastic. So back to the part of BSU. So Zhang Zesheng got the ball. So it's 1 minute, and Harbin is now holding possession of the puck. So after Team 1, Team 2 of Harbin is now playing on a rink, and so Zhang Zesheng is playing with Zhuo Tianyu, but Zhuo Tianyu didn't do his job quite well. And you can see that both teams have some adjustments, and in Harbin, number 89 Zhang Hao and Zhu Ziyan number 3 and Fu Erkang of number 7, they are fighting Wang Guocheng of BSU, and this is his moment. And let's see how he plays. So this is going back to the very original strategy of BSU. So Zhang Hao got the puck. Opportunity there. So Zhang Hao, as a senior player, he has contributed enormously to this game, and so this is 2-1. So with Harbin leading, and Harbin is getting more conservative. So we expect some changes going forward, and let's see what kind of adjustment that they are going to make. So can you make another guess, Mr. He? Well, it's hard to say. So this is using the reflection of the edge. Well, this is a very good idea. But you can see this is getting chaotic, and Wang Jun didn't get the ball, and so holding the blue line. Getting back the possession, and Li Zihao, very good defense. Fantastic. So the referee blows the whistle, and let's see who gets the penalty. So let's have a recap and see if Li Zihao is committing another foul. Wow. He hit the other player with his stick. He wanted to stop the puck with the stick, but he never thought that the stick would hit the other player. So let's see what penalty he gets. Well, he will not be sitting in the penalty box. So back to the center. To Wang Gang. Well, this is another adjustment of the teams. Zhuo Tianyu and Wang Gang and Zhuo Tianyu just had a physical collision. Wow. Wang Jingyi playing solo here. To number 8 Zhuo Tianyu. Chen Jiaqi and Wang Gang working together, and they're not changing teams at the BSU. Now the whistle blows, and this is another offside. So Mr. Zhu is the coach. Chen Zimeng. Well, let's see who gets the puck this time. This is very important. So to number 6 Chen Zimeng. Stopped by the goalkeeper. Well, this is unexpected. To the blue line. So Harbin is lagging behind in terms of possession of the puck, and it's playing very conservative. Chen Zimeng. Another opportunity. Well, it's stopped by the goalkeeper again. So Zhang Tianxiang was shooting very precisely to the upright corner, but it was stopped by the goalkeeper. So BSU, Chen Zimeng is holding the puck and making a snapshot, but this is not a very good angle. So the goalkeeper stops the ball with his glove. So you can see the curve of this ball, and it's very hard to control. So Harbin has to play conservative, and the other side is playing with speed. So BSU is now leveraging on success rate, and he wants to play by the pace. And so this is 4-on-1, and it's a successful block, and there's no offside. Another shot, but it was not successful. So this is getting very tense. So this is a very sudden shot. He was eyeing at his teammate, but he made a very immediate shot, and this is getting to 8 minutes, and if Harbin could win this game, well, now it seems that the luck is on their side, and the more important the game is, the more IQ we need from the players. So I think this will very likely last to the very final minutes of the game. So Nier Rondi, very coherent, but he pushed a little bit too far to the blue line. To number 10 Huang Peng, blocked by Harbin. Number 8. So after getting a ball, Zhuo Tianyu is now facing a lot of blocking. So Zhang Hao is now in possession of the puck. Zhang Hao playing solo, 4-on-1. A lot of rush right now. Not very coherent between team members. If they are not coherent, the possession of the puck will change. And fantastic interception. Another shot. Wow, what a pity. So it's pretty dangerous actually. So Harbin is very chaotic in terms of defense, and all the 4 players, they are at the very back part of the gate, and they have to quickly adjust the situation. Chen Zimeng back to the center. Well, it seems that they have been playing this for a very long time. Fantastic pass. Wow. Both sides are striving for the puck. A lot of physical confrontations. Number 7, Fu Erkang. Well, this is a near miss. Fantastic shot. Huang Qianyi. So this is a very coherent offense. Picking the ball with the back end of the stick. So Wang Gang is fighting Wang Jing for this ball. So another mistake. Fantastic. Another shot. Wow. Zhang Zesheng, what a great goalkeeper. Fantastic. Well, this is pretty dangerous. Look at this. This is fantastic stretch to the right. look how the puck was pushed outside, and it was pushed back, but the goalkeeper stops the puck again. And this is only 3 centimeters narrow, and so this is another credit for the goalkeeper. So Xia Shenglong, fantastic job. I think he will be rated as the best goalkeeper after this game. So this is very clever, and if he could chase the other opponent player and move the ball to the right a little bit more, he could have, he could easily make a goal. So the Harbin team called for a suspension. So they need to quickly adjust the strategy so that the core players, they can have some rest. So on the other side, they're also making a lot of new adjustments. So at the third round, Wang Guocheng, the coach, is successfully adjusting the strategy of BSU, and he's also encouraging the morale of the BSU. So it's fantastic. They're not losing further points. So right now, if Harbin could play defense to the very end, they could claim the victory. So for this round, we have played a little bit less than 10 minutes. Possession of the puck at the front part, fantastic. So very close defense, and if Team 1 cannot play the defense, then Team 2 and Team 3 of BSU, they were able to play very active. So I think Harbin has to adjust a little bit. They are very good at goalkeeping, so fantastic. I'm not following quite well, and so this is another body feint. So if he could have a player working together with him, and that could be a goal. Outside edge, Zhu Zhirui, one gun to the position, making a shot, stopped by the goalkeeper. A lot of hesitations, and this is definitely because of the hesitation. He wasn't quite clear-minded before he made the shot. So Harbin is not playing very well. He's not playing quite to the pace. So this is not the most fast and aggressive team of BSU, but it's giving a lot of pressure to Harbin. To the center, bounced back, stopped. So the goalkeeper of Harbin is just amazing. So this is fantastic. To the center, Wang Jing, number 14. So he's very well playing every game that so far, and so changing the pace a little bit late, serving the ball, and so Zhang Zhesen is following, but with one step late. 2-on-1. So 7 minutes and 49 seconds. Still have a gap of 1 goal, unless Harbin is very lucky, and it's very difficult for them to make another point. So how do you anticipate the final result? Well, if Harbin is finding it very difficult to make another goal, and then the pressure is on Harbin, and now we just need to look at whether BSU can break the situation. And so right now, not too much comments, and the goalkeeper from Harbin is just amazing, and BSU has to seize every opportunity. So this is another trick. This is Ge Sixiong stopping the ball with his glove, and he's not directly challenged by the forwards of the other team, but he's basically playing very well. So this is not like the first round. You can see Harbin is in a different state. Wow, what a near miss. And so Xia Tianxiang is very tricky, and so what a great threat to the goalkeeper of BSU. Zhu Zhirui to the center. Players are falling on the ground, and the goalkeeper lost his position, but the other side is not very lucky. Zhang Hao again. He missed the gate. He was not quite coherent at the very final step. Xu Minghan got the puck. Pass to the middle. So Team 1 is stepping up, and Zhang Zehan is not getting the puck. 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go. So what a long pass, and it's not an offside. So the referee blows the whistle. There is the foul. 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. So the Harbin team is playing trick with the referee, and they cannot have any further substitution. So they are telling the referee that this is a misjudgment. So Zhang Tianxiang is sent to the bench by the referee. So this is the third round, and Xia Shengrong is facing a lot of pressure, and he was playing very relaxed in the second round. And so at the third round, you can see a lot of dangers right at the front part of the gate. A lot of pressure, a lot of tense moment. Very chaotic. So to the third round, I think the BSU is gonna gain the upper hand from this. Zuo Tianyu back to the other side. BSU is holding the puck to the left side. Turn around to his mates in front of the gate. Very chaotic. So Harbin is under a lot of threat for this, and when this kind of situation comes, they just all swam to the gate to play defense. So this is another dead park, and the BSU is changing the teams, and Harbin is still insisting with the teams on the rink, and Zhang Pengfei and Wang Gang, they're going to strive for the puck, and behind them stands Fei Yang and other players. Hou Yuyang and you can see Zhong Sanming is just holding very tightly at the gate. So this is definitely a foul, pushing from the back, and let's see how the referee handles this. So the referee on both sides are holding their hand in the air. So this is getting very fierce. 5 minutes left. If it is 5-on-4, if Harbin is playing with one member less, it will face a lot of threats. So Huang Qianyi takes the penalty. I think there is foul on both sides. and I think on the other side is Song Jian and Chen Zimeng. So all right, Huang Qianyi is sitting in the penalty box. Number 88 of Harbin, Huang Qianyi, is now sitting at the penalty box, and when he is released in 2 minutes, there's only 3 minutes left. So these 2 minutes are very crucial. I think BSU should have better confidence. And now the BSU is enjoying the upper hand, and the confidence is very important right now. So Hou Yuyang is trying to strive for the ball, but didn't succeed. So Harbin is pushing to the corner. Zhuo Tianyu, Zhang Hao intercepted the ball. So Zhang Hao, he was just a millisecond late. So Zhang Hao believes that this could bring a goal, but he wasn't lucky enough. So 1 minute and 30 seconds. So this is very tense a moment. A lot of nerves. So 4 minutes and 30 minutes to go, and so now Hu Yinxiang is replaced by Yong Rongdi to strive for the puck. So he's striving for the puck from Zhang Hao. Well, it's now very well sorted out, and the other team, BSU, is now in possession of the puck. So from the striving of the puck, you can tell the gap between the two teams. So when there is consistent and constant aggression, the other team will be on the nerve, and so facing Harbin, the BSU is also under a lot of pressure. So right now we have to have one member to look at Zhang Pengfei. Fantastic defense to Wang Jing. But this is just consuming the time, and the BSU, will it change the team? Well, it's playing now. Jiaqi is now replaced. 30 seconds. Fantastic, very good defense. So this is a golden opportunity. 5-on-4. This is a opportunity of BSU. They won't let it to slip away. Another mistake of Harbin, but BSU didn't make it. Wow, what a snapshot! Fantastic, Zhang Jiaqi, and this is the goal on the side of BSU. And this is 5-on-4, and this is 1 second away from the ending of this session, and look at this shot. And this is by Zhang Jiaqi, number 16, and Harbin is going to be under a lot of pressure. Oh my god, and so 2 shots from BSU. This is just magical, and in the previous game, Zhang Pengfei seized the opportunity of 5-on-4, and so this time Zhang Jiaqi is playing on a rink, and this is so incredible. So BSU has called a suspension. Let's see what kind of loopholes can they identify from the other team, but in general you can see that Harbin is under a lot of pressure right now. I think this is gonna lead to a extension. I think we're gonna play a extension. Well, because for Harbin, well, this is a tie situation, and over the next 3 minutes they're gonna be very conservative, or maybe they can go just ferocious. Well, I think they're gonna be very prudential. So Zhang Jiaqi scored the goal for BSU. So I was very right in making a guess. I said that if you have just 2 goals, it wouldn't guarantee a victory. So I was right so far. So this is getting very fierce. You can see Harbin is going all out for this struggling, and so this is a lot too much. Another shot stopped. So this is a very nice move, but it didn't quite shoot the direction. So this is BSU holding the puck. They made another shot, but it's missed the gate. So this is the first of such fantastic game in China for so many years. Well, let's make another guess, and if we don't produce a winner in an extension, we're gonna enter into the penalty shots round. And if we enter the penalty shots round, then BSU is gonna be at a disadvantaged position because BSU is a younger team and Harbin is a very mature, very professional team. So after scoring the goal, you can see this is the coach of BSU, Wang Guanzheng. So Dong Liang and Liu Zhiwei, the assistant coach, they are very relieved. So this is the 3rd round, and you can see how passive the Harbin team is. So for this round, if BSU is catching up with this 1 goal, I think this is worth it. They are very rude, playing with very simple rules and principles, and maybe Harbin has to quickly adjust its strategy, and it's not playing with the good morale, and it's very conservative. Well, 2-1, another foul, and so 1 minute and 41 seconds to go. Harbin playing at advantage with small players, and Wang Gang number 2 from BSU is now sitting in the penalty box. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. The opportunity for Harbin team. Harbin team is outnumbering BSU, and let's see how they seize this opportunity. So Wang Jing and Fang Qianyi, they are holding the line. A little bit of rush. Too high for this shot. Huang Tianyi. Wow. What a great defense. Well, this is getting... Well, the ball was not caught and it was released. Another shot. Stopped again. Another shot again. So this is a very high ball, but it was caught and intercepted by a member of the Harbin player. So we can maybe have a recap of this. How many players are just crowding in front of the gate of BSU, and everybody's doing their very best to catch the puck. Fantastic. So the young boys are tested. What a great test from the game, from the match. So this is not just an opportunity to train your skills, but also to train your mentality. And for a goalkeeper, EQ and physical and mental state are just too important. So 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, and this is again an uneven situation, 4-on-5. And the more time they wasted, the worse situation they are in Harbin, because they have to siege every minute. And Huang Qianyi gave the ball to Zhang Hao, and if we go very well, we might end up in an extension. And Huang Qianyi gave a body feint, but he cheated all his own teammates. So you can see how much pressure they were under, and this Huang Qianyi so gave a body feint, but his own players got cheated. So back to the center, and near Rongdi, driving the puck with Zuo Shicheng. So Wang Jing on the right, 1-on-4. "14 seconds to go." This is another body feint. This is another fake move, and Jia Ji is now in control of the puck. He made another shot, but missed. So Wang Jing is just amazing, although he missed this shot, but he gave a lot of pressure to the other team. So this is Wang Jing. Fantastic. Well, this is leading to the extension. This is the final of the National Ice Hockey Championship, and it's only normal that they end up in an extension. So this is an opportunity for both teams to mature. A lot of the fans, they are saying that it's a rare opportunity, and it's the first time they see such high-ranked match here domestically in China. Both teams have their member trained very intensively for half a year, and now they are tested on this final match. So we're gonna have a break, and in 2 minutes they're gonna present the extension match to all of us. In 5 seconds, we're gonna have the extra time for this final match. So this is such a fantastic game, and so they play at least one game per day over the past few days. But what's good is that these players, they have been maintaining very good momentum, and they have been trained for half a year very intensively, and towards this point of time they are still keeping very good momentum. And this is 4-on-3, so Harbin is having 4 members, and BSU has 3 players on the rink. Huang Qianyi playing solo here. To near Rondi. Zhang Zesen on the right, 1-on-1. Zhang Zesen made another shot, but it was stopped by the goalkeeper. So a lot of boldness in this. But so Wang Kang is playing defense. Oh Yi-yang. So this is temporary 4-on-4. So Zhou Tianyu is now playing on the rink. So this is 3-on-3. So number 89 Zhang Hao is back on the rink, and Fu Erkang and Zhong Hanming, they are all on the rink. Calling corners from the side and intercepted. Well, how come this is 4-on-4 right now? What a fall on a ground. So Xia Tianqiao very aggressive. To the center. Wow, what a golden opportunity. So what kind of shot is this? He had a fake move, and the goalkeeper fell on the ground, but he still missed the opportunity. So this is very speedy tricks of BSU, giving a lot of pressure to Harbin. And let's see how the puck was passed to the center, and he gave a snapshot, but blocked by the Hoisters. The goal was missed, and so this is the first suspension at the extra time. Number 14 Wang Jing is replaced by Furkan number 7 and Huang Qianyi. So 2 Hoisters and one forward. So this is the most active, most ferocious combination. And we have Zhang Pengfei also playing on the rink. To the back. So he was predicted by his opponent player, Wang Gang. Zhang Hao approached up, so Ni Rongqi taking the puck to the back of the gate. Two minutes and 29 seconds. So Zhuo Tianyu and Hou Yiyang. 3-on-3. So BSU is in possession of the puck. A lot of pressure on the side of Harbin, but the puck was intercepted. What a mistake! Fantastic, Zhang Hao. Wow, what a pity. So Hou Yiyang was very fast. He stops the shots of Zhang Hao. What a fantastic move. The referee blows the whistle because one player touched the puck with his hand. So Wang Gang, this is so on the side of Harbin, Ni Rongdin and Zhang Zebin was replaced just now, but again they are playing on a rank, and so this is 3-on-3, and obviously you can see Harbin is having very frequent substitutions. It's only 2 minutes to go, and let's see how they play out. He missed. Well, I think that BSU can give the task to Team 1. Fantastic. Wow, it was blocked. Back to the side. Another shot. Stopped by the goalkeeper. Now let's take a look at this. This is Zhang Hao. And Zhuo Tianyu didn't catch the puck. And this is Wang Gang playing against Zhuo Tianyu. And Ouyang. And on the other side we have Han Yuhang. Wow, what a body feint by Zhang Hao. Fantastic. Back to his teammates. Well, this is not a successful pass, but why the goalkeeper is holding the puck so firmly? So Nie Rongzhen and Zhang Zeshen is playing against Zhuo Tianyu and Ouyang's team, and so these two teams are playing back and forth on the rink. So Zhang Pengfei. So we have 51 seconds left, and it's highly likely that we enter into the penalty shots, and if we do that, Harbin will enjoy its advantages. So Nie Rundi is passing the puck to his player on the other side of the rink. Zheng Ziyang is holding the puck. To the no man's area. 24 seconds left. Holding positions in front of the gate. Blocked by Harbin. Catching up. Zhang Hao is taking the ball from Zhang Tianyi. Whoa, what a fall on the ground. This is clearly a foul. But we stopped the clock of the match. What a fantastic game. So Zhang Hao was blocked by his opponent players, and he wanted to go to the other side of the goalkeeper, but he didn't catch the time. So 2-on-2. So we're gonna start the penalty shots. So we're gonna have either we're gonna have a penalty shot by Huang Tianyi, and if he could make it, that would pronounce the end of this match. And I think Huang Tianyi is under a lot of pressure, but he cannot be affected by the nerve. And so this is the foul by the goalkeeper Da Xiong, and so on the other side is given a penalty shot, and let's see how he plays. Well, it was stopped by the goalkeeper. Well, he has just extended the lifespan of his team. Now we're going to kickstart the penalty shots round. So Da Xiong, after blocking these shots, he has boosted his confidence in the upcoming penalty shots, and this is adding a lot of momentum to BSU. So the BSU, well, the boosted with their confidence, and now we're gonna start the penalty shots. So when everybody is at this point of the game, I think we are betting more on the side of Harbin because they have a fantastic goalkeeper, Xia Shengrong. So now we can have some rest, and the ice cleaner is gonna flatten the rink, and let's have a break of a couple of minutes before we come back to the very fantastic penalty shots round of this final match.
加时赛有效射门，北京体育职业学院队1，哈尔滨队1。Shots on goal in the overtime. Team Beijing Sports College 1, Team Harbin
1 effective shots on both sides. a very exciting moment of this final match. We're going to kickstart the penalty shots round of this final match, and you are watching live the National Ice Hockey Championship 2020. You can download the BSU Media app to watch this very exciting game. And so after the OT time, the extra time, they still have a tie, and so we are now getting to the penalty shots. In the first round, 0-1. In the second round, 2-1, and then it was a tie, 2-2. Then during the extra time, still 2-on-2. So that's why they're having this penalty shots right now. Fantastic. Not leaving any chance to the goalkeeper. So this is a goal on the side of Harbin. Fantastic. And this is thanks to the very good strategy of the coach. And now the pressure comes to Zhang Zesen. So Zhang Zesen is very active, played very well today, but now let's take a look at his penalty shots. Well, it was stopped by the goalkeeper. And Xia Shanglong never gave any chance to the player. So Ge Shixiong is just fantastic, and he was born in 2002. He has never played any professional teams, and this is the first time he's tested in such major games. And Xia Shanglong, on the other side, has played for the Olympic Winter Games for the country. And this is another shot from Harbin side, another goal, fantastic. Sorry, he missed the shot. So Zhuo Tianyu has the opportunity to help BSU to overturn the situation. So this is Zhuo Tianyu. He's very nervous, and Bei Tianyu made the first goal on behalf of BSU. Fantastic, and this is a goal gained on BSU. Fantastic. So this is just like a MVP shot, and he designed two set of moves, and at the very beginning he thought he's gonna stop by the goalkeeper. He moved to the left. Fantastic. So one goal on each side, and now this is Qian Yi giving the penalty shots. So now let's take a look at if this shot makes to the gate. Fantastic. This is a very smart choice. He suddenly changed the direction to the left side of the goalkeeper, gave it a slight push, and made a goal. This is by Zhang Pengfei. Fantastic. So now let's take a look at the next penalty shots, and this is by Zhang Pengfei, and I think he will approach the goalkeeper before he makes the shot. A lot of feint. Fantastic. So this is pushing the goalkeeper to his nose, so leaving him no chance to make any responses, and this is very calm a move. So 2-on-2. So two scores, 2 points for each team. Fantastic. Wow, this one is stopped by the goalkeeper of BSU. This is by Ji Peng, number 74. He had a lot of hesitations. He's not being confident. So this is the first round of the penalty shots. So just now it was kicked by Nirondi, and now we are having a draw on a rink. Now let's take a look at this one. Hold your breath. Very speedy, but it was stopped by the goalkeeper of Harbin. So the very final round of the penalty shot. This is Wang Jing. All the pressure is on him. Well, it was stopped again by the goalkeeper of BSU. So Wang Jing wants to play a trick, but he was read through by the goalkeeper to the front part of the gate and back to the left. So wasting an opportunity. So right now all the pressure goes to Ho Yang, and if he could make it, BSU is gonna be the winner of the final match and will claim the championship of this year. So Xia Shengrong has very good design. This is perfectly designed a strategy. A lot of tense, a lot of pressure. Wow. What a failed shot. He never made the shot. And this is just like the previous shot. Overstretched. Well, we're holding our breaths. This is such a nervous moment. A lot of the platforms are covering this game live, and those audience who could make it here on site are just very lucky. And this is telling you how excited all the players are, how exciting the game is, and we are having a lot of penalty shots. And this is Zhuo Tianyu on the side of BSU. So BSU scored a fantastic goal just now, and let's see if he could make it again. So the puck was stopped by the goalkeeper, and he is following the same route. So the goalkeeper has some experience. So Huang Qianyi is on the rink, and he got 2 penalty shots. He made one, but if he could make this one, it's game over time. It was stopped again by the goalkeeper, and so this is another round of the penalty shots, and this is such a difficult rescue. Look at his egg, and Huang Tianyi hit the stick of the gate. Stopped again by the stopper of the goalkeeper. Not using a lot of tricks, and all the audience, all the fans are holding their breath right now. So this is getting more tense. So this is Zhuo Shicheng again, and let's see if he could change the game. Stopped again, missed the gate. So Da Xun, or the very young goalkeeper, is very lucky today. Near Rundi. And let's see if he can change the game and call the very end of this final match. This is Ying Rudi. Fantastic. So this is the end of this. So this is changing its strategy, and so he missed the first penalty shots, but this time he got a window, got a gap, and so now we have to look at the final penalty shots. So this is Huang Qianyi again. He missed. This is the end of this match. So BSU is the champion of this game. What an incredible game. Unbelievable. What a lengthy game. After the extra time, after the penalty shots, and Ge Sishun finally stopped the penalty shots of the opponent player. So this is the National Ice Hockey Championship in Tengchong of China's Yunnan province, and BSU and beat Qiqihar and Harbin and became the champion of this championship. This is so incredible. Congratulations to BSU, to the Beijing team, and to all the fans. So what a lucky moment. We're able to appreciate such fantastic game at the end of the year. So this is the end of our instruction and explanation. We're going to have the award ceremony. Stay tuned. Thank you very much to BSU Media Platform for giving this opportunity of live coverage, and also thank you very much to our referee panel, and also thank you to Tengchong for their fantastic organization of this game. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. These kind of two teams line up at the blue line. Ladies and gentlemen,
为本场比赛最佳运动员颁奖。
Vice Mayor Madam Li Ping of Tengchong City to confer the award to the MVP of this game.
获得本场比赛最佳运动员的是哈尔滨队3号
Best player
朱子阳。
is number 3, Zhu Ziyang from the Harbin team.
北京体育职业学院队98号殷如迪。
Number 98, Yun Yu from BSU.
拜。